Okay, we're back here, so I'm going to try to see how this clutch all fits into here now. See how I clear this primary. Alright, so this just slides on. Voila. Okay. So that is why that's cut out on the back side. There's no room back there. That's why you do it. It's basically flush with the inner side of the primary. It also means I can't move the clutch in to get more clutch plates because I'm already too deep. Unless we do something different. Alright, so kind of limits where I want to add extra plates in there. Alright, so I don't know if I can put a stock clutch in the primary on here. I really don't want to use this piece of crap, but I might have to. I'd rather use this piece of crap. A lot thicker. Oh, this has already got some kind of bolt in here. And it's rusted, so it's going to be hard to get that off. Like almost impossible. Great. I'm going to use a bolt over here. Try to get it out. Oh, we're lucked out. It wasn't rusted on. It's just rusty. It's getting tight though. Yeah, that rust is getting a little more active on the bolt. A little lubricant probably wouldn't hurt. Yeah, I'll get right on that lubricant part in a minute. I'll have it lubricated just fine. There, that's lubricated. It's lubricated with rust. I'm sure that's the same thing, right? Okay, we'll keep that bolt for later. It's a nice vintage broken in bolt. Yeah, it definitely appears to be rusty. Okay, so that wrench. We didn't need that, did we? So this is a nice, genuine, experienced part here. Put it on there like that. Okay. Just clearing everywhere. It's right up against the shifter up here, so it's not like moving in there anymore. It's already kind of snug in here. And what I could do is I could put some kind of a gasket maybe in there and move that out slightly, but chances are the belt's probably going to be right up against that surface too. Probably why I had it in this position, because it's the only place it really fits. Okay. Put that clutch on here, it'll probably drag. It only drags a little bit. Okay. It's going to get closer than this when I torque the nut on the main shaft down. It will definitely pull in a little bit deeper, which is going to make it even worse. So for now, it's definitely hitting. Let go. Definitely hitting on my oil tank pretty hard. Now if I had a hand shift transmission on the bike, I can move this primer in and I would be able to make this all work probably. But not having that, I'm kind of stuck with what we got to work with. And another problem is that breather hole right there is in the way. That I could probably dimple a little bit more, make it clear. Been known to do stuff like that. Has quite a bit off in the case right now, just causing some issues. Okay, where my bolts are for holding that all together is that. Let's see. Should be laying over here someplace. Yep, there we go. There's a gasket that goes in here that we can put in here. Spaces it out a little bit. Or I can make me up a little spacer. That way we can tighten it down. The gasket wouldn't be tight, it'd be loose. Yeah, just pull it in all the way. That works too. Just bent a little bit through here, but nothing will work when it fits. There, it's fixed. Okay. That'll wear in, wouldn't it? Appears to be mainly on the bottom. Look at that. So if you tighten the bottom up, it takes care of all these problems. Ooh, that doesn't even line up though. That's terrible. Typical Harley. No two primaries are the same. So you can see how that one's totally different than the last one. I welded this on here so I can cut this thing off and move it, because that's what fit the other primary cover. So if we move this in a little bit, it helps. This here was pre-made too, and see everything's a little bit further forward than it used to be. When you tighten this up, it'll self-center itself and pull it back a little bit. All right. We'll take our pliers right here and make it act like it's mounted to the frame over here, like it's supposed to be. Okay. That's almost runnable. think I can make that work. Figure out where it's hitting. Clutch works. Pull that back a little bit. Everything has got a little tension on it. What do we got for a washer here? I need a little washer to go on that. Looks like I'm gonna have some extras down here. We'll use some of these. Washer just doesn't fit. That one will fit. Dumbass. It doesn't fit because it's a 5/16 bolt, not a 1/4 inch. Moron. What kind of a moron does that? I guess I had the stupid acorn nut on here, I guess. I don't know why I would do that. I don't like acorn nuts. But it needs a little flange nut, a little thin one. What if I got something like that laying around? Hard to tell. I've got something laying around. Doesn't appear to be in the junk box. That's nuts. There's some nuts right there. Flange nuts, 1/4, 5/16. Resemble these. Fine thread. Yep, these are coarse thread, but I like this. It's a nice nut. Have to switch over to a coarse bolt. No fine thread anywhere. Nope. Oh, take that back. Oh, these are locking nuts. Nope. New stuff. Always buying new stuff. Let's see. What do we got back here? It's the fine thread department over here. No flange nuts. No fine thread flange nuts. Oh well. Definitely shouldn't be in here. And there isn't. We'll just take a regular nut for now. We'll make it work. It's going to be a tight squeeze. Using my permanent marker there to make a mark. Take this apart, see where everything's hitting. See if I can massage it slightly, get more clearance. Okay. Well, there's your problem right there. It appears we have a damaged primary cover here. See? There's your whole problem. It's also hitting on the bottom here, but I think I can fix that problem. So there's our major hit marks is there and down here. So this here I can move by bending it in a little bit. This here I can fix it by flattening it out. And I gotta fix this a little bit right through here too where it's damaged. So I need a little body work on this thing. It's a good thing I got a body hammer. Looks like this. I'm gonna go do a little body work. I have to go get a dolly to hit against. I got a 1,600-pound dolly over here. Looks really good for this type of work. It resembles a table. Looks just like that one right there. I can also use these blocks right here because they're very nice too. These are nice and flat, machined, square edged, all that good stuff. Kind of almost like that table is. The table's stronger than that table though. So, here's that. We got some wiring issues in my way. Whoop. There, find a spot for the camera to be. There you go. First problem is the wire didn't get put away. This is 20 gauge. This one is 20 gauge. Just what happens when you don't put your stuff away. When you're in the middle of doing work, you have to put it away now. You have to make time. You can do it now or do it later, your choice. You never have time to do it right the first time. Plenty of time to redo it 5 times later. Okay. I got access to my table now. Oh, imagine that. Okay, first thing you gotta do is get rid of the big dent. Where was that dent? Right over through here, it's damaged. Right over here, it's damaged. So we got a big dent right here, big dent right here. Now this surface is not flat. This is supposed to have a little recessed, dimpled area here. I think we can work around that though. Just by ignoring it. It's probably best to put a piece of plate down. Here's a nice piece of plate. There you go. That's our first dimpled area. This used to be recessed through here, it kind of got eliminated when I did that. Okay, over here we need to work around this problem here, but I don't want to lose my dimple mark. So like this time we're going to lay a block of aluminum under here, kind of about where it needs to be. Love tapping there. This whole area appears to be pretty bad. What a shocker. Yeah, it appears to be a previously damaged area. You're going to buckle in or buckle out. If it buckles out, we're good. Okay, this is pretty collapsed through here, so we're not trying to make it perfect, just get it kind of where it might work. We don't care if things are lightly out of skew that are supposed to be. Okay, now this down here, another rub area is right here. I think when we pull this primer in like that, this will go away. But we can always lightly tap it right here to bow it in a little bit, get a little extra cheating clearance. No problem with doing something like that, believe me. I'm going to go ahead and figure out how much we're going to do that. Okay, so I had a little impact right there. Actually kind of goes like this, a little bit across. That'll help. Obviously having some major issues right here for being flat. Like lack of. It's pretty damaged. So might as well give that a little bit of sprinkling of friendliness there. We got this flat. I got my nut. That ought to work. Here a nut. Oops, that was off the nut. That brings. That we need, this we don't need. Try a different nut. You can knock that down a little bit, it's still pretty high, but once again, I'm not trying to make it perfect, just trying to get it halfway back to where it should be. Okay, can pull that out a little bit. Okay, that's semi-flat now through there. Okay, now I gotta work on this top area. That's what we came in here for anyway. That's just nice flat table, makes that easy to do. You put it right up against the edge. You go down the whole length of this if you want. There's a big notch up in here for some reason. That makes quick work of that area. The primary should have a little bit of a bow to it, just no matter how much. We're not sure. Starting to look straight along our edge here, that's a good sign. Run your hand across it if it feels like it's halfway close. Probably pretty good. Now this doesn't look stock right here. It's got a little bit of maybe a chain impact mark right there, so you can knock that out. Pretty easy to fix. Knock that a little bit. Back that way, and now we flatten it again on this side. There you go, looks a lot better now. It's still there, but it's not nearly as bad. It looks pretty good. Look at the bottom down here. It's pretty good on the bottom, surprisingly. Okay. So overall, I think we're doing a pretty good job. This is bent a little bit right here. So if I bend it back flat, it'll pull it in a little bit, which will help us. It's a little bit flatter now, straight up and down like it's supposed to be. So that'll pull it in a little bit. It'll definitely help. Now this one over here is pretty beat up and worn. See, that's what happens. You put a spring on something, it eats itself up. I always like putting a hard bolt and washer on there so it doesn't have these problems. Harley likes leaving anything loose so you can move it back and forth and it just rattles and breaks. Screws it all up anyway. Okay, we get right to here and flatten that out a little bit. So at least now it's thin, but at least it's flatter. And yeah, it'll just have to pull itself to where it wants to be. It's not very good. Just play with it a little bit and try to make it halfway decent. Whoop. That's all you can do. Surprisingly, these rivets are still tight. Pretty damn good primary, actually. This kind of stuff you buy on eBay for like 300 bucks here. Okay, this is bent a little bit, so I need to bend it down flat. So my flat table out of the way. Nuts I got in the way back here. There's my problem. Got a nut in the way. Now I can flatten my brackets down here. All right. Appears to be bent or something, I'm not sure what. Yeah, it squares them back up where they're supposed to be square. That's a much better way of doing it. Goes the other way. That takes the twist out if they're twisted a little bit. So there you go. All right. It is pretty well hammered back to something resembling what it should be. I guess I should work on the front piece here a little bit. It's pretty bad too. We do have a flat table, so it helps to square it all up, make it flat. Okay. I'm going to try it on the bike, see what it looks like. Be back.